Prime Minister Gilani appeared before the 7-member bench which had issued him a contempt of court notice. He said that before him, former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto was issued with the notice, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto and Nusrat Ali Bhutto, they had also gone to courts, and he said that he did not mean any contempt or an attempt to ridicule the judiciary. That was not his intention ever. And Prime Minister Gilani also mentioned that he did not write a letter to the Swiss authorities for reopening graft cases against President Asif Ali Zardari because the President enjoys immunity under Article 248 of the Constitution, not only within the country but outside the country as well. That was Prime Minister Gilani's response to the contempt notice, and Prime Minister Gilani said that the legal backdrop of his action or inaction in not writing a letter would be addressed by his counsel, Barrister Aitzaz Ahsan. And when Barrister Aitzaz Ahsan started making submissions on behalf of the Prime Minister, he said that he would confine his arguments to the issuance of contempt notice, and from the record he would show to the court that the Prime Minister did not act in a mala fide and his intentions were not malintentions. Mr. Aitzaz Ahsan did succeed in getting some time for the Prime Minister. He succeeded in persuading the court to allow him a couple of weeks to prepare arguments in the case, and the court did that. Looking at Aitzaz Ahsan's background, we can safely argue that he commands a lot of respect among the judges. Majority of the judges sitting in this bench are those judges who came to the Supreme Court after the restoration of judiciary. So those judges know that Aitzaz Ahsan had been on the forefront of the lawyers' movement, and that probably he is not to be treated like an ordinary lawyer. The lawyers who chanted slogans against Barrister Aitzaz Ahsan and simultaneously chanted slogans in the favor of Chief Justice brought in a political element. It appeared as if the court is playing as a party. By doing so, they have not only politicized the court but also debased a leader like Aitzaz Ahsan, who had been, really active in the lawyers' movement, who had refrained from contesting elections because the lawyers' leaders decided that they will not contest the 2008 elections because these were being arranged under General Pervez Musharraf. So a person who had gone to that extent, he faced such a situation, and it was an embarrassing situation when those lawyers were booing Mr. Aitzaz Ahsan, criticizing him. Reportedly, these lawyers started chanting slogans against Aitzaz Ahsan after the PPP lawyers started chanting in favor of Prime Minister Yusuf Raza Gilani. So it appears to be a tit-for-tat response in which lawyers from both sides of the divide started chanted slogans against each other. But the bottom line is, it was a pretty bad episode which raised a question on the integrity, impartiality of the Supreme Court of Pakistan. The lawyers should not have done that.